Hey guys, it's Chloe. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a requested asked video. I feel like I've just been finally pumping out all the videos that you guys actually want to see, so subscribe. But today I'm going to be doing a how to raise your voice video. So many of you guys have been asking me how I raised my voice. I mean, I always kind of had like a higher voice, but I'm going to be telling you how I raised it, made it sound a little bit more feminine and all at home and doing it on my own. So if you guys want to hear a couple of tips and tricks, then just keep watching. So I think something that has been very beneficial for me is that I have personally been singing my whole life. So I've always had a really good control of my voice. But let me just, when I started transitioning, I'd say my voice was about here. I'd say when I talked, it was like this. And now it sounds really weird and it's hard for me to talk like this. But when I first started transitioning, I think this is what I sounded like. And then looking at the comparison, my voice may not seem super high right now, but from where it came from, it's kind of oh. And of course, I can make my voice low as fuck and I can make it higher. Whenever I'm in some sort of situation or meeting a new person, I tend to raise my voice just because I'm oh fuck, don't clock me. But yeah, I've been singing my whole life, so I always had really good control of my voice. So me singing throughout my transition really helped me, I believe. And if you guys are singing, then great. But if not, then it's not the hugest deal. You just really gotta set your mind to it and then you'll get there. Something I would definitely recommend is buying your favorite book or, reading something on the internet, paragraphs, and then just trying to read it in a slightly higher voice. If I were to read a paragraph like this, and, the dog went to the market, the dog went to the market. You see the difference? It will strain your voice, no doubt. But if you just read paragraph upon paragraph upon paragraph upon paragraph, over a matter of time, this doesn't just happen overnight. Unless you think about it 24/7. I don't think about my voice anymore. This is just how it sounds. And if you do that, I did that, I did the whole reading paragraphs in a higher voice, but try not to read them in a falsetto. Right now I'm speaking in a chest voice, but if you were to read them so the dog went to the market, blah, 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 blah. I love kitty cats and, parrots. Then that's not a strong speaking voice. I know that the sort of perception of a female voice is a dainty sort of la 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 la. But in reality, most voices just don't sound like that. So if you want to actually have a chest voice and, be able to yell and not be hey! What are you doing? Then it's kind of But yeah, so just try to read paragraphs in a higher voice, and then eventually your throat and your vocal cords will get used to being at that pitch. So even if you only talk in that pitch when you're talking to other people or doing something important where you want your voice to be a little bit higher and for you to be a little bit less clockable, suppose, then you only have to whip that voice out a couple times a day. But if you have that voice there, then you can always go back to it. So if your voice was down here and this is how you naturally spoke, but you read the paragraphs and you had the voice in your head, you could go from here up to here and then you can talk like this. And I can of course make my voice higher even though it probably doesn't sound that good. I do it automatically when I'm in public and talking to new people. This is my normal voice and I'll go, "Hey, I'm Chloe, it's so nice to meet you, I've never met you before, blah blah blah. Oh, yeah, I love, cotton candy, rainbows, and sparkles, But yeah, that is the method that I would 100% recommend. Or if you drive, you can always listen to, audiobooks or, anything. I'm sure there's apps you can download. That's not what I decided to do because my voice was never, super awful in the beginning anyways. But yes, truly reading just even a paragraph a night or, a few pages a night, reading them in your, high voice, you will eventually get there. And it is straining and does hurt at first. That's why you need to do it sort of in like small amounts. And like if you are closeted or if you are still in the process of like starting your transition, then I think it's a perfect time to start now, because once you're already like starting your transition, it can make things like a little bit harder to have to worry about that on top of literally everything else you have to worry about. So the sooner the better you start with this. And I mean, it doesn't change anything permanently. Like, if I wanted to talk in my lower voice all the time, I could. It's just that I really don't want to. This is the method I would 110% recommend. It's free, it works. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below if you guys have tried this, or if you want any more tips about anything like this. You can always DM me on Instagram, my link will be down below. But I just really wanted to make this video to hopefully inform people, because people ask me like how I got my voice here, and that's how I did it. So I just want to share my experience with you guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.